For their next match, at home to Tranmere Rovers on the 9th of January, Charlton were missing Scott Minto and John Bumstead from their usual lineup, both players having been injured at Leeds. With Rovers placed second in the table with 42 points, we're joined once again by our commentator, Steve Dixon.
So welcome once again to the Valley for Barclays League First Division action, and a couple of changes in the Charlton lineup. Charlton Athletic versus Tranmere Rovers, and a couple of changes in the Charlton side. Scott Minto and John Bumstead are missing from the team that drew at Leeds. Steve Gatting comes in at left back, and Kim Grant comes in at number 4, but will probably play in a forward position up alongside Carl Leaburn. Tranmere Rovers, just one change in the Tranmere lineup. That is Mark Hughes coming in for Jed Brannan, the 20-year-old left back. Mark Hughes, called into the Welsh squad last season. He replaces Jed Brannan at left back for Tranmere Rovers. Garland got up well. Referee John Martin gives the free kick. Vickers in space, and Hughes finds him. Balmer cuts that out easily. This is Robinson, and there goes Nelson. Hughes giving chase. Nelson gets there first. Now Gary Nelson, could he find a space? Oh, Nelson's done well here, and in it goes. And Kim Grant was the player that got in and just poked it wide. But good running there from Gary Nelson, and Charlton looking lively early on. Oh, and the Charlton defence a bit slow to react there, and Nevin nearly got in front of Webster, and Webster forced to concede the corner. So Pat Nevin, Scotland international, with the corner from the left-hand side. Oh, and it's off the bar, and it's gone in. It's gone in off Darren Pitcher, and that will have to go down as an own goal for Tranmere. And they've taken the lead here at the Valley with almost their first foray into the Charlton half. Webster came a long way to win the header and did so. Back it goes from Mungall, and Nixon this time kicks first time. Walsh wins the header. Nelson is yards offside, but the referee quite sensibly plays on. This is Kenny Irons in possession. He's found Nevin on the overlap. That didn't work for Rovers. Peter Garland finding Nelson, and now Colin Walsh. And Kim Grant goes on the overlap on the outside of John Morrissey as a defender. Grant comes inside, he's left it for Walsh. Walsh teeing up a shot perhaps. Nixon holds it comfortably. Now Walsh. Out towards Darren Pitcher. Pitcher cutting inside on his right foot. Tries the shot. Oh, Darren Pitcher from fully 25 yards let fly, and Nixon was struggling, and it must have been very, very close indeed to that left-hand post. Now, can Walsh get it over? That's easy for Nixon. And although Charlton have had the vast majority of territorial possession, Tranmere haven't really posed that many problems up front. Charlton failing to make Eric Nixon save. And he'll stand there all day. I seem to recall similar tactics from Tranmere last season at Upton Park. They came and played with 5 men in defence, and they wasted quite a bit of time when at all possible for no apparent reason. But this is Grant, and Grant's touch lets him down, but now Nelson getting in. Now Nelson breaking for Charlton. Leaburn's up and so is Grant if Nelson can find them. There's Grant with a header, and he didn't quite get the touch on it, didn't get a contact, and if he had done he would surely have scored. Again, Gary Nelson making the chance for Charlton, but again to no avail. Now, can Leaburn get in here? Robinson joining the attack. He's been forced to go wide. Good tackle coming in from Mungall. And now Balmer taking over from Garland. And now Walsh can try one, and saved by Nixon. A good effort from Walsh from 20 yards. Nixon got right behind it. And Charlton have started to test the Tranmere keeper, but as yet haven't found a way past him. We've had 2 minutes of stoppage time in this first half. There can't be much left on John Martin's watch. It's been a frustrating opening half for Charlton. And it's still going. Walsh can't get there. Maybe Garland can. Gatting gets in. Charlton have a free kick. Still there's time. Charlton sending a lot of men forward. One of them is Stuart Balmer. And Stuart Balmer's in here. And Stuart Balmer scores for Charlton in the 48th minute of the first half. And it was a super pass from Steve Gatting from the free kick. Balmer went racing through. Gatting picked him out. And Tranmere's marking was very poor, to say the least, but Balmer took his time, brought it down and picked his spot with some coolness. It's his first ever goal for Charlton, and it brings us level at 1 apiece. And that was fortunate for Higgins, and Walsh got in well, and Leaburn beaten to it by Mark Hughes, and McNab clears up for Tranmere. That wasn't a particularly good ball. Mungall had to check, and it's a throw-in now to Charlton, and there goes Garland. Now can he whip the ball over? Oh, he can. It's right across the face of the goal, and Leaburn was arriving just a yard too late. Quick thinking there from Charlton. Good running from Peter Garland. Gatting got the header on. This is Morrissey. And surely Aldridge is offside. But Nevin at the far post, and this is going to be a goal for Tranmere. And the Charlton players look to the linesman as Nevin fires Tranmere back into the lead on 56 minutes. Aldridge looked a yard or two offside when he ran through, but it doesn't matter because Rovers are back in front. Pitcher finds Leaburn. Nelson to Walsh. Gatting is in support. This is Steve Gatting. Into Nelson. Out to Walsh. Charlton building intelligently again. Walsh with the ball in. Up goes Leaburn. There it is. Carl Leaburn. Nixon flat-footed. And Carl Leaburn scores his first goal in the first team for about 3 months. It was a lovely move involving Gatting and Nelson and Walsh got the ball into the far post, and Leaburn rose and absolutely thumped the header past Nixon, who was left absolutely flat-footed. It's Charlton 2, Tranmere 2. Charlton have got everybody bar Nelson back in defence. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, there's a great save by Boulder. And Nevin, Pat Nevin, the smallest man on the field, got up to get the header in. And I'm sure that Steve Gritton and Alan Curbishley will be asking questions of the defenders as to how Nevin was able to get a header in a crowded penalty area. But fortunately for Charlton, Boulder reacted very swiftly, and it's still 2 apiece. Leaburn fastening onto that flick. Now, suddenly Charlton have got men arriving in the box. Walsh with the header. Oh, good save. Good header by Walsh and a good save by Nixon. He read it very well. And now Charlton have a chance. Walsh. Leaburn's up. Webster's up. Pardew at the far post. There's Leaburn. Oh, he's put it just wide. Carl Leaburn. As we move into the last minute of the 90. Can Charlton produce something at the like they did in the first half. Robinson will have to go on alone, and he could have been too far away. Nixon, I think, had it covered. Webster tussling away. McNab turning into trouble. Garland, or rather Robinson, couldn't quite get there. And now Charlton can get it clear, but it's too late. It's going to finish here at the Valley in another draw. Charlton's 6th successive draw. The final score here in SE7, it's Charlton Athletic 2, Tranmere Rovers 2.
After the match, Steve Dixon chatted to goalscorer Stuart Balmer.
Stuart, another draw, that's 6 on the run. I mean, would the lads consider that to be a point gained or 2 drops?
Point drops, I think, 2 points dropped. We need to get out of this rut of just drawing. We seem to like go 1 down and have to fight all the time to get back in the game. And we lose another goal and fight back in. It's starting to be a bit, I don't know how to put it, but it's a nightmare really at the present time.
Presumably you'd be happy with if we got another draw on Wednesday night and possibly went to extra time or something?
I think the win, we're looking for the win really. We need to get rid of them anyway, 1 point. So I mean, I think if we can do it in 90 minutes, or if we can do it in extra time or penalties, it doesn't really matter as long as we win.
Tranmere are 2nd in the league. Did they strike you as a promotion side?
Yes and no. I mean, they've got a good strike force. I mean, Aldridge there, he's very sharp and nippy. But I think if we start winning, we'll be up there as well. It's as simple as that. But we've got to start getting results together instead of just drawing.
And you yourself popped up in the penalty area just before half-time and not went in. That's your first goal for the club?
My first goal for the club, yeah, and very happy. Very happy.
A long time coming.
Yes, I've had a couple of misfortunes at the club so far, but just glad to get one right end.
Steve also asked Charlton keeper Bob Boulder if the team had been disappointed at yet another draw.
A little bit. I think we're just a bit more disappointed in just giving away the goal so early again, and obviously giving the goal pretty early in the second half as well. You know, but that's the only annoying thing. I think the lads are disappointed.
But another good comeback. I mean, we've been behind in the Oxford game and the West Ham game, and again here against Tranmere twice. But the lads have come back and done well.
Yeah, there's a lot of spirit in the side always, and you know, everybody works for each other. We just need that little bit of luck to perhaps get the first goal and to hold out more than a couple of minutes and then go on from there.
Do you think the atmosphere helps the team being at the Valley here and possibly the crowd getting behind the players a bit more?
Yeah, very much so. Obviously, the lads they really enjoy playing here, and the atmosphere is a lot better than Upton Park and also at Southers. The crowd make a bit of a noise, which is great, and just hope they keep cheering.